What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Nate here from Out of the Basement, bringing you a brand new figure review, and it's new Star Wars Toy Day. I feel like it's been so long since we've gotten some new, interesting characters into the Black Series, but here we are, finally making her debut, Padme Amidala. This is her Attack of the Clones look. This is part of the new wave. I also have the Battle Droid, but I'll be saving that for a separate video. So let's take a look at Padme right here. You can see she has some nice little art right there, and on the side of the package you also have I haven't done a Black Series review in so long. On the side of the package here, she is number 81 in the line, and if you want to pause and read her bio, you can go ahead and do that. Not really a whole lot else going on with the package, so let's go ahead and get her open. Safety first. And in terms of accessories, she does come with a couple of weapons, and the first one is the Droid Blaster here, which looks really awesome. The paint apps have returned to weapons in the Black Series. Haven't seen some paint apps on some guns in a while, and I'm happy to see that this gun has plenty of them. Nice little silver wash over the actual weapon, which gives it a nice little rusted, battle damaged-esque look. And I think that's great. Thank you, Hasbro, for painting the guns for once. She also comes with an incredibly tiny blaster here. It's almost too small. You can see it right there. Has nice, decent paint apps on the actual handle of the gun, the brown paint right there. You can see they kind of missed a little bit. Got a little splotch right there, but that's okay. Not really going to be posing her with that gun. And she also comes with a surprise alternate hand that you cannot see in the package. This is a wider grip hand to fit on the blaster itself, because the hand on the figure is for the small blaster. So let's take a look at Padme. And you can see right here, we'll take a quick look at the details of the figure. And she doesn't really have a whole lot going on because it's her white outfit, of course. She's just got a little gray belt. Not a whole lot of paint on the actual figure. Almost no paint at all, really. There's some bits of silver for her armbands, which looks really good. It's nice and reflective. A little splotchy, but not too bad. Mostly clean. And then down here, the boots are painted as well. They're not the white plastic. The bottom piece must be all gray plastic, and you can kind of see that shining through. The paint is not exactly super clean, but I'm not really going to notice it. My Black Series figures sit up on a shelf, so they're usually pretty far from my close-up eyesight, but I do like to point it out for the review. I do like the details. I like this costume for Padme. I think this is a appropriate first entry for her as a character. As far as the face goes, it kind of looks like Natalie Portman, but I think it mostly just looks like Shailene Woodley, or however you say her name, from the Divergent movies. I think it kind of looks more like her, but most of the time the face printing I feel like is super accurate and looks really good, but something about Padme, she just kind of looks a little off. But the hair, the sculpted detail of the hair does look really good, and all of the little knots and everything, and I do really like the cape. It's a nice textured off-white material. Fits on her shoulders really well. Does have some floating movement to it, so you can move it around and it won't really block her articulation. It's also soft enough to where it will bend. I would assume it's removable, but I don't really want to pull the head off. Jesus. Getting her to stand is not going well for me. Okay, so I've kind of got her. God. She does not want to stand up. Not at all. Okay, so now that I've got her to sort of stand, we can go over the articulation a little bit. And she does have a ball joint for her neck. So she does have neck movement along with the head movement, similar to the Han Solo figure. So she can look up, not a whole lot, can look down some, but she does also have that neck movement right there as well, just a little bit. I don't think it's as exaggerated as Han Solo. Her shoulders do push out. The soft goods cape does not really get in the way and impede her articulation. Single jointed elbows that get you a little bit more than 90 because they're the nice deep cut elbows. The wrist does move around as well, and it is hinged. She also does have a little bit of an ab crunch there. Not too much of a crunch. She can move back just a little bit and move forward just a little bit as well, but she does have nice side to side. And then for the legs, it's a little weird how this is cut. Her leg kind of kicks out to the side because of the way that the crotch piece is cut right here. It's got this weird little divot. She does have the thigh swivel as well. She also has double jointed knees that work perfectly. Kind of hard to see a white on white figure. But yeah, ugh. Man, her hips are weird. That is a weird design choice. You can kind of see in there. So it makes her, if you want to kick out, makes her legs go sideways. And I'm not sure. It doesn't feel like they pull down or anything like some import figures do. And this is a floating piece too, so you don't have to worry about that. It moves all the way around, but it sits nicely on her hips. So that is a good thing. And then if we want to switch the hand out, apparently you have to use brute force strength to move the hand. But the other one just pops right in, and you can fit the blaster in this hand a lot better than the other hand. And she also does have weapon storage for her smaller pistol, so that's always a good thing. Okay, so overall, I think the figure is actually pretty good. I wasn't expecting anything less. I feel like the face printing could have been a little bit better, but I do appreciate the details on the guns. I really do like the soft goods cape. And of course, finally having a Padme figure in the Black Series is always a good thing. I can't believe it took so long to get her, but I'm also happy because I feel like if it was just in the old school style of just painting the face, it would have turned out even worse than how the face printing looks. And I honestly think that she does look a little bit more accurate in real life than she does on camera. I know that kind of sounds weird, but I think looking at her with my own eyes, it looks a lot better than how she looks on camera. I like that they included an alternate hand, not something you see too often in the Black Series. As for the negatives, I feel like what little paint is on the figure could have been a little bit better. It is a little bit splotchy, especially down where the boots were painted, and the hip design is really weird, so her legs kind of are wonky, and for me, I've personally been having a little bit of a tough time getting her to stand up. So I'm not sure if that's a widespread issue, but for me, I am having some trouble. So overall, I still do recommend this figure, especially if you're a Star Wars fan. It's pretty much a no-brainer to pick up Padme, regardless what you think of Attack of the Clones as a movie. She's an important character, and she deserves to have a action figure of herself, so I'm happy to add Padme to the collection. If you want to check out some other figures, a nice little wish list video we made for Star Wars Episode 2 for our talk show, Figure It Out, I'll leave a little thingy right there that you can check out. So with all of that being said, I do recommend this figure. I recommend it to every Black Series collector, and if you are just a fan of the character, it is a pretty nice representation of Natalie Portman, especially for the price. So thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed my review, don't forget to leave a like on the video, subscribe if you are new, ring that bell for notifications so you can stay up to date on all of our action figure reviews and our talk show, Figure It Out. We also talk about movies and Blu-rays quite often, so if that sounds interesting to you, smash that motherfucking subscribe button. Stay tuned for my Battle Droid review that will be posted in a few days. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Nate from Out of the Basement, and I will see you guys next time.